Good day, folks. Welcome to Week 3 Organizational Behavior Summer 2021. At the end of this week, we will have completed half of the course. What should you be working on this week? Your next reflection, due June 9th. There will be a quiz on June 14th, and then the current events presentations, as well as the modules. Comments on Reflection 1. I will tell you, some of them, most of them, were amazing. Incredibly well done, thoughtful, personalized. You internalized it. I could see so much learning about yourself, about how business runs, but more importantly, how to be successful. And I think I come back to this Chinese proverb here: tell me I forget, show me I remember, involve me I understand. So when we're talking about the global mindset, the diversity, implicit bias, and microaggressions, I engaged you. And I could see from the reflections that you understood. So thank you for the opportunity for me to listen to you and to learn more about you, but more importantly, to see how much you have learned about yourself. And I think you can use this information to be successful in your future. Reflection 2 is due no later than 11:59, June 9th. Watch the video before completing. It does give you a pretty good sense. It's not just answering your questions. It's about reporting on your score. You got to go beyond that. And I think this next one is more about you than anything else. Many of the things within it I have used, I hate to say this, over the past 40 years or so. But think about it. What's your area of focus? What you learn about yourself? How can it help you in the future? How do you feel about some of this stuff? What do you do well? What can you do better? What can I do to prepare for my future now? Were you honest or respond based on what you think you did? There's a big difference. It's not what I expect, because there's no right or wrong answer. It's about you. We don't share these with anybody else, and I think they're very valuable. I learned from each one of them. And again, use PowerPoint presenting, and then do add the audio or audio and video, whatever works for you. There's a lot of options on that, so we can do that. The quiz will be on June 14th, 2021. It needs to be completed by 11:59 on June 14th. We'll try to make it available sooner. Once you start, you need to finish. I would allow yourself at least 2 to 3 hours to complete. It covers Module 1 and 2. It will be a little bit of multiple choice, but most everything will be short answers. My suggestion is for you to draft your responses in Word and then paste it into Canvas. Okay? Draft your responses in Word and then paste them into Canvas. Depth and specificity are key. Avoid generalities and platitudes. What does it mean? What does it say? What does it mean? What does it matter? The quiz is worth 18% of your grades, so consider the depth based on current events presentation. Everyone should have an article by now, and you should have started your discussion presentation and have it ready to go in the next week or so. If you don't have an article, you didn't provide me with your partner's name. So you might want to do that if you want to do the event. This is worth 10 points, 10% of your grade, and we need to complete it by June 24th. We can't do them all that day, I will tell you that. So what I'd like to do is schedule your presentation for next week or the week after. So provide me with a couple of times you're available. Any times between 7 and 9 p.m. can work. So just get me some times, we'll get it scheduled. Okay? Then you'll know you have a specific deliverable date and you can plan. When we're doing this, when you're doing this, think about, we talked about this before. So what does it say? What does it mean? What does it matter? So that's what we're trying to do, is to do this higher level of thinking. Saying is just, it's a summary. Anybody can do that. But now we start to interpret it about what is it telling us. Then the matter. What are the implications, possible outcomes? And everything we're looking at can cover all three of these. So this is how we're going to learn some of the current things happening in the area of organizational behavior and related issues. So you need to participate in 3 real-time presentations. I'm going to post the times and Zoom invites of the presentations. You need to be present and participate in it. This is the easiest. And it's worth 6 points of your grade. Obviously, it needs to be completed by June 24th, and they're going to have to vary based on when people deliver their programming. Okay? So if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, please feel free to let me know.